Hey guys, welcome to the first video of anime theory. And this theory is going to be about, did Tatsumi really love Esdeath from a Kame got killed? Let's get into it. Well, my theory is he actually did love Esdeath, and my reasons are, well, for all the things that she's really done for him. She's nurtured him. She's even taken care of him. She's given him advice. She's been showing a desire for him to want to improve and be the best that he can be as a warrior. Because she knows that he has the potential to succeed and become one of the strongest characters in the series. And honestly, it was a given, really. Like, I feel like he really did love Esdeath. Maybe not to the way that she loved him, but there was love there. It was obviously there. And it was pointed out during, well, the bed scene when Tatsumi was taken by Esdeath during the tournament, and he was the newest recruit for the Jaegers. Even though she was holding his hand and she was clearly blushing, enjoying the tender moment between the two. But even though I feel like Tatsumi slightly enjoyed it, even though he was thinking farther ahead and thinking about, well, I'm part of Night Raid, and just from that, she alone is my enemy amongst the rest of the Night Raid, amongst the Jaegers. So he was looking at it as if I have to retreat, I gotta get back to HQ, I gotta say what's going on. But then at the time, he didn't know how he was gonna get out. He thought he was screwed. He thought, well, they may not come get me because this is Esdeath we're talking about. Even the leader said that she was nothing to mess with. She was in a whole different league. So, even with that, when they get to the bedroom scene, he was genuinely nervous because he's like, I'm gonna be alone with a female by myself. I'm most likely to have to sleep with this woman, so I have to put on my macho on. I gotta show her I can handle this. And even though he was trying to psych himself up, he wasn't even prepared. He wasn't prepared for the gloriousness that was Esdeath. He wasn't ready for that. When she came out of the shower with that nice buttoned up shirt, it was a wrap from there. He was done already. He was already flabbergasted, already ready for action. Because when she's like, oh, I know we haven't done this before, but let's take our time. And Tatsumi, he didn't say nothing about that. He was like, oh, snap. Did she really love me that much? And then out of nowhere, bam! The sneak attack kiss. That was a done deal already. That was already making moves. Tatsumi didn't know what to do after that. He was like, whoa, this is going a little too fast for my taste. And then he was like, wait a minute. And he wanted to get to know her, know who she really was behind the hat and this outfit, by the uniform. He wanted to know the real Esdeath. And that was a start. That was the start of Tatsumi gradually falling in love with Esdeath. But even though she went to explain how she really felt about him, saying that you are the only man I will look at, the only man that deserves the love of Esdeath. That right there got Tatsumi. He didn't know what to do. After that. After hearing her say, you are the only man that I desire and want and will only look at as the true the true man I love. That right there shook Tatsumi to his very core. He was like, I can't believe someone like you truly loves me that much. And that right there got him. But then, knowing Tatsumi, he wanted everyone to be happy, not just himself. He wanted everyone to be happy just like he would have been happy with Esdeath. But then Esdeath was looking at it as like, what's wrong? I will take care of your family. If you have any family, they will be under my protection. And I will watch over them as if they were my own. Tatsumi's like, well, I just don't want myself to be happy. I want others to be happy. I want this capital to change. And Esdeath was pitying Tatsumi, giving him sympathy. Maybe understanding where he's coming from. But Tatsumi's like, you get it, right? And Esdeath's like, no, I don't get it. I've never experienced what it's like to be weak. All my life, I was the strongest. Now, Tatsumi, he couldn't handle that. He's like, there's no way I can be with someone who was like that. But what Tatsumi doesn't understand, in that pinnacle moment, Esdeath fell even more in love with this man. She's like, this man is substantial. He has that fighting spirit, that will. See, that was the birth of a small change. A small change for both of them. Because Esdeath was realizing, wow, this man has this will, this drive, this spirit. And I like that. She was saying that, thinking that in her head. That was the Tatsumi. If he knew that he could have changed, he wanted change with Esdeath. That was the first step. That was the first step to that. But then she couldn't let him. She didn't want to show him that he got to her. So she had to stay dominant. She had to stay the leader. Man, if Tatsumi only knew that that was the pinnacle of that, man, let me tell you, Esdeath would have put him through the freaking ringer in the bed. She tried anyway, but it failed though. But Tatsumi, man, if he, I know he's the young buck. I know he's got a long way to go on this. But if Luba just came over and just gave him the runaround, and just talked to him about that, man, Tatsumi told Luba, like, hey, man, when I was talking to her about what I wanted, man, I got it. I had her wet. I had her thinking about me 24/7. LeBron would have been like, man, why didn't you hit that? But the point is that Tatsumi didn't even pay attention to those signs. Maybe he didn't even notice. The only thing he wanted was to get his point across. And he didn't see the signs. The signs. But even with that, despite that one night, Esdeath continuously... The ironic thing is Esdeath was trying to impress Tatsumi. She was trying to show him that, hey, this is what I can do. This is what I can do. This is what I bring to the table. And Tatsumi was ignoring all of that. He was like, man, she's more powerful than I thought. He was looking at it as a Night Raid member perspective, not from the Tatsumi perspective. From the Tatsumi perspective, he was clearly attracted to Esdeath. There was no doubt about that. That he was clearly attracted. He was intimidated by her figure, her personality, her forwardness. That was what she had him reeled in. And all she needed to do was put the smooth moves on him, give him that little push, and that would have been it. Tatsumi wouldn't have been thinking about no Night Raid no more after what Esdeath would have put him through. He would have been the new. He was like, Night Raid. Who Night Raid, man? After what Esdeath do with her techniques, it's a wrap. There was a comment. Everyone be like, Tatsumi, you coming back, man? Look, man, Esdeath put me through something, man. I don't think I can come back, man. After what I've seen, after what she's done to me, man, I found what I've been looking for. That would have been that right there. That's all Esdeath needed to do. But I believe Tatsumi really did love Esdeath. And then even when the Prime Minister's son trapped them both in that dimension, Tatsumi was going crazy though. But Esdeath was like, just stay calm. Eventually he'll let us out. There's no rush. And they fought those two giant monsters. Esdeath was still trying to impress Tatsumi. And she took care of him through the whole time. She nurtured him. She was even drawing him. I don't know what was going on with Tatsumi, man. I don't know how he couldn't pick up the signs, especially Especially during that beach night when she said what you would want to do, Tatsumi. And they went through the options. And one of them was to seduce Elsa, but he's like, oh hell nah. Man, come on, man. I know you Lord of Night Rain. I know it. I know you want your mission to make the city better. But if you would have just shown Esdeath that love and support, you could have been changing the revolution from both sides, from the Night Raid and the Jaegers, because you would have had the leader under your control. Esdeath would have did everything you would have asked it to. It would have been a wrap. The capital? Man, forget the capital. I got me. She would have been like, forget the capital. I got Tatsumi. That's all I need. That's all she wanted right there. And all Tatsumi had to do, all he had to do was just slide in them sugar balls. That was it. If he would have done that, it would have been game over for the minister. It would have been done and done. Tatsumi would have just created a whole new revolution. Not just inside of Esdeath, but for the whole world. It would have been a wrap. But for some reason, Tatsumi felt too intimidated to even really do anything with Esdeath. Plus, he thought of her as an enemy. As the enemy that stood in the way of his revolution to creating a better world for everybody. When in reality, all he really needed to do, he had it right there from the start for Esdeath. On that one night, he had it from the start and didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. He had it. He had that revolution in the palm of his hands. But Tatsumi being the new guy, being the rookie, he doesn't know. He's embarrassed by women. He's intimidated by their luxurious figure, their curviest feature. He doesn't have that knowledge yet. But all we need to do was just get to know Esdeath and just really put in work on her. Not battle-wise, but personal-wise. Because she loved him. She would have went through... When Tatsumi died, Esdeath was hurt. She was hurt. She could hardly even bear it. She couldn't believe it. If she could have, she would have went to the ends of the earth to get Tatsumi back. To get him back. And even in the end, when she died, she took him with her. She said, if only you were here by my side, Tatsumi. If only you were here. Things could... Right there, that was her way of saying things could have been different if you would have just accepted my love and saw me for me. Things could have been so different. I'm not even joking. It could have been so different. And that was my main ship, Esdeath and Tatsumi. Yes, sure, she was infatuated. She was obsessed with him. But she truly fell in love with Tatsumi as... She fell in love for him. She fell in love with him. And there was no one more deserving of her love than him. But Tatsumi, he didn't see it that way. Yeah, sure, he did love her. I know he did. I know from the bottom of his heart. And I'll even give you guys a great example. When he was locked up in the capital, in the prison, when they were planning on executing him, Esdeath came through. She was like, Tatsumi, please, you don't have to go through with this. You can be under my protection. I'll keep you safe. You won't have to be executed. You can be by my side. I can be there for you. But then Tatsumi's like, nah, man, I don't need your help. I don't need your help. I got Night Raid. They'll come and get me. I'ma stay strong for them and mine. Cause I got a girl back home that I'm waiting for. I got a girl back home. And even with that Esdeath, she broke through the gate or the bars. She hugged him. She was like, Tatsumi, please don't do this. I love you. You are the one man that I love, and I refuse to let you go. I refuse. And Tatsumi was flabbergasted. He was speechless. He couldn't believe it. He's like, wow, Esdeath truly does love me. I can't believe this. Why does this woman feel so passionate about me? What's going on? He was feeling some type of way. See, that love for Esdeath was starting to surface back up. But because Tatsumi's such a loyal dude, he thought of mine and he pushed Esdeath away, saying, no, you are still in the way of my revolution. You are still my enemy. You are the enemy of Night Raid. Plus, I have mine now. Things are a little bit different. But that love I got for you is still there. But mine's over it now. Even within Esdeath's like, I'll have to kill you, Tatsumi. And Tatsumi's like, you're going to have to kill me. You're going to have to. Because there ain't no way I'm going to betray Night Raid. And Esdeath, she couldn't believe that spirit that one night that she felt, she could see it in his eyes. The heart of a lion, man. And she didn't want to do it. But she's like, alright, if I gotta do it, I'm gonna do it myself. No one else is gonna do it but me. That's how much I love you, that I'm gonna take away your life. And she even prayed. She prayed that, she's like, if you are truly the man that I love, truly the man that I am destined to be with, you will get out of this. You will prevail over this. And he did. Because Night Raid came and saved his ass. They came in. They came in clutch. Through the cost of mine, though, she used her whole life force on that single shot on that man. I forgot his name. Excuse me, though. And it was a sad moment. It was a sad moment. But right there, that was the key point that Tatsumi was destined for Esdeath. But even besides that, he was still making moves on Akame after she had her fight with Kurome. He was making moves. I'm thinking, man, what are you doing? You got Esdeath. I know Akame's skill in her own right. She's on a whole level too. She's on her own level. But then Esdeath, she's been showing you nothing but love and support and the will to love you and make you better. Name one other female that's been wanting to do, well, besides Chelsea. Besides her, Esdeath was the contributing factor to that. She wanted nothing better to do but to be with Tatsumi. If Tatsumi would have just put in the work, he would have changed Esdeath. It would have took some time, but it would have definitely happened. And Tatsumi would have been like, man, she truly is something. Yes, she may be psychotic, war-bound, basically a modern-day Viking. But hey, love can change anybody. With given time, love can change anybody. It can happen. But Tatsumi, he didn't see it that way. He didn't want to go that route, maybe. Because he only saw her as an enemy to Night Raid and to the revolution he was trying to set forth. I understand he was intimidated by her. Yeah, sure, she's crazy up here in the head. But look at her past. Even though she's like, I was crazy from the start. I was that from the start. But it was because of the environment that she was in, that she was put in, that caused her to go even further than that. But even with her past, she still maintained values, compassion. Maybe it wasn't empathy. Maybe she knew how to feel it was weak because she was always strong. She was always the strongest. Killing danger beasts at a young age. Developing her craft. She didn't know what weak was. Her father even said, you have to always stay strong. You can never be weak. You gotta prevail over anybody. So she had that mindset from an early age. But Tatsumi, he was the exception. He was the deal breaker and didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. He had the cards. He had the key to her heart. He had it all in the palm of his hands. But he didn't go forth with it. For whatever reason, didn't do it. Even LeBron, when he told him, even when he went back to night raid, he got back and he told him what was going down. LeBron's like, why didn't you take that? He looked at him and was like, man, what were you doing? She was handing it to you on a silver platter. If you would have just had sex with Esdeath, he would have had so much leverage. It wouldn't have been even funny. He would have had it right there. If he would have hit Esdeath right there, laid it on real thick, and then afterwards saying, Esdeath, this is what I want. This is my goal. This is what I want. I love you. I want to be there for you too. But this is what I want to make happen. Can you make this happen for me? She would have said yes without a second thought. She would have fucked the Prime Minister. The capital would have been done. It wouldn't have been no war between the Jaegers and Nightwing, because Esdeath would have finished it right there. It would have been done. It would have been done. But Tatsumi, he didn't go that route. And all Esdeath wanted was his love and support. If that doesn't show you a good woman, I don't know what does. She was drawing him, fantasizing. Man, she was wondering when this dude was coming back. Her mind was always on Tatsumi. Always on him. But this man, I'm like, you have the opportunity to be with the strongest woman in the Imperial capital. She was handing it all to you. I don't believe it. Tatsumi had his future planned out. He had it all right there. He could have had his revolution through Esdeath. She would have took care of Prime Minister, no questions asked. No questions asked. Sure, she got upset when he first did it. But then I don't think she was that upset. She had that true love and compassion for him. Even though she glared at him like a mother. I'm not going to say that. But then when she glared at him real intently, deep down she's like, wow. That she felt that her heart beat. She felt her heart skip a beat. Because she truly loved this man. Yeah, he would have had to do a little work on her. But eventually she would have did what he asked. No questions asked. Oh, Tatsumi, you want me to kill the Prime Minister? No problem. Been over. Been over. And even when they got lost on the island through the Prime Minister's son, she sneak attacked him with the kiss. Tatsumi was flabbergasted. He was flabbergasted. He didn't know what to do. He was blushing. He was completely shook because he doesn't, even though he's around women all the time, he doesn't feel comfortable. He's intimidated by their curviest figure. He was intimidated. And even when she kissed him, he didn't show that much. He's like, oh, I didn't like it. He loved it. That's why he covered his mouth, because he didn't want to say something. He didn't want something to come out that he didn't want to say. Esdeath was completely fine with it. And even with that, she took care of him. She nurtured him. And even when she explained about his past, her past, she was invested in it. And then when she explained her past to Tatsumi, he was like, there's no way I can change Esdeath. And he was wrong. He was wrong. He was already changing Esdeath, and he didn't even know it. He already cracked through her armor. It was already open. He was already in. He couldn't. That change was coming. It was slow, but it was coming. But Tatsumi, he couldn't see it. He couldn't see it. But I know that he did love Esdeath. It was clear as day. It was clear as day. There was that attraction there. There was that attraction there. But he saw her as an enemy. He saw her as an obstacle to his dream, his goal as a Night Raid member. But deep down past all of that, there was that love and attraction there at the center of his core. It was there. And Esdeath, there was even no question. No one could question her love for Tatsumi. It was unfathomable. It was clear as day. It was like night and day. All she wanted was Tatsumi, 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 Tatsumi. She was genuinely in love with this man. And even when she died, she held him, she wanted him, she took him with him. She took him with her. If that doesn't show you what true love is, I don't know what is. Sure, a lot of females did like Tatsumi, like Akame, Esdeath, Leon, Chelsea, mine. But the true waifu, the true one that was destined for him, was Esdeath. It was Esdeath. There was no competition. Esdeath had it on lock. Just needed to give Tatsumi that extra push because the attraction was there. It was clearly there. From the one night they were in the van, from the island, even from the first time that he was a recruit for Jaeger and he had to stay by her while the Jaegers did their thing. She was holding his hand, enjoying the moment. And he did like it, even though he was going through his head that, hey, I need to get back to HQ. I need to tell him what's going on with Esdeath and my enemy. But besides that, he was enjoying it. Even though he was mad because this is the woman that killed Chelsea, but he was wrong on that too. It was Kurome. It was Kurome. Esdeath didn't kill Chelsea. It was Kurome. That's where your aggression real needs to go to. Your anger is misplaced. Esdeath didn't do no wrong. She was doing her job as the general of the Imperial Capital. But even with that attraction is there. But Tatsumi didn't want to pull the trigger on it. Clearly, Esdeath was ready for it. She was ready to give herself completely to Tatsumi. But for whatever reason, he didn't see it like that. The attraction was there. He was clearly attracted to her. There was no doubt in my mind. For whatever reason, he didn't want to do it. But I think my theory is true. Tatsumi is clearly attracted to Esdeath. Clearly attracted to her. I know that he sees, even though he's like, man, she's psychotic. She's crazy. She's off the fences. She's off the hinges. But in his heart, there was that he fell in love with the parts of Esdeath. Even though she was a broken woman, there was a clear sign that she could be repaired. That love could have changed her for the better, reformed her in a way. The signs were all there. They were there. But Tatsumi couldn't see it. He obviously couldn't see it. If he can... It's almost like LeBuck and Lubao and the leader of Night Raid, which I'm going to do another theory on. I'm going to do a theory on those two. And that I truly believe that the leader of Night Raid knew about, or was at least aware of LeBuck's feelings. I guarantee you she was. Because when LeBuck died, she was clearly sad about it. She was sad. She didn't want to show nobody. But she was distraught over it. That's the next theory I'm doing on. I think she did love LeBuck back, but he didn't tell her in time. But anyways, that wraps my theory up with Tatsumi and Esdeath. Tell me what you guys think. Even give me some of your theories on Esdeath and Tatsumi in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Anime Theories. And if you want to go to my other main channel, Eternal Virtues, where I do a lot of stuff. I go over anime reviews. I do gaming videos. But I just hope you guys really truly enjoyed my thoughts, my theory about Tatsumi and Esdeath, and I hope I see you guys later.